What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here for another how to cop guide. This time we're talking about the Travis Scott. Yes, we got another Travis Scott Nike collaboration on the Air Max 270 Cactus Trails. Now, we did have, I have to say, we did have the early in-hand review about a month and a half ago to 2 months ago. Went to New York City for that. We filmed it, and on feet, I'm telling you, this shoe looks so much better. When this shoe first came out, everyone was talking shit about it, including myself. People were like, oh, I'm not copping this. This is going to be like one of the ugliest shoes besides the Air Jordan 33 basketball shoe. If you guys remember, that came out, I want to say 7 months ago, 8 months ago. Definitely in 2019. People are like, oh, this is the worst shoe right after that. Maybe it is the worst shoe, but right now it's going for over $1,000 on the aftermarket. We haven't seen a Travis. I mean, typically Travis Scott shoes always tend to do this well, but I don't think many people thought that 4 days before release the shoe would be doing $1,000. I mean, stores are closed. Backdoor might not be as wide open as it would be if the whole Corona situation wasn't going on, but still, it's crazy to see the shoe holding up its value. But once again, we did see the last Jordan collaboration with Travis Scott. The Jordan 6s went from 1.2K all the way down to $450 in certain sizes. So in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to go about getting a pair for retail. Select retailers you can go about doing entering raffles. The best chance you have about getting it. Watch stores have the most stock, resale prediction at the end of it, and then whether I say hold or sell now. So without further ado, we're out of pop and open the green screen and get right into it. And we are finally up on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we got an array of L's up right now from the sneakers feed. We got Chunky Donkeys. Remember, your last chance, probably your best chance as well, is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. It will be a draw, unfortunately. I hate draws because that's even worse. That's like even bigger shot in the dark. But here you guys, and bots, I think have it a little bit easier during draws. Multiple accounts anyways. But once again, we're talking about the Travis Scott today. The 270s, you guys can see there's a fat description right over here. I gotta say, the release so far, they're killing it. I love it. I love how they have Brad Hall with it, which we'll get into in a second. They got all retailers posting about the Cactus Trails website. The website itself, we'll get into in a second as well, is amazing. I'm a big fan of it right now. And once again, I did have them in hand. I did even put the shoes on feet, and I saw how they look, how they feel. It's a great shoe. It's honestly a great shoe. I'm not only saying because of the hype. I wore 270s in the past, but like 2 pairs. I'm a big Air Max guy, and these honestly are not that bad. I'm gonna say it's probably the second or worst sneaker though to come out the Travis Scott collaboration besides the Air Jordan 33, so whatever the hell they're called. But it's because there's so much good shit up on the table already at the Travis Scott collab. Once again, May 29th at 10 a.m. Eastern. Once again, this is where you'll have the best chance with the most stock, unless you know some sort of local establishment. They'll be doing a raffle, and if it's in-store specifically, that's probably your best bet at the end of the day. You guys can see the multiple different images over here. The SKU code is CT Travis Scott 2864-200. The midsole combines the Nike React foam with the 270-degree air unit at the heel. Cactus Jack logo appears at the heel tab and insole. And if you guys didn't know, these shoes supposedly come, well, you can actually get a free download and print it out, or it might even come with it, depending where you buy the shoes, is a free template of the Travis Scott check. We'll get into that once again in a bit. It's such a big release. There's so many details to go into. Also on the shoe, you see this yellow little midsole part all over the yellow midsole right here. And it does wear away after wearing itself. So it's kind of like a spray painted coat on top of it, and eventually the yellow does wear away. Other cool features I saw when it was in hand. Insoles are dope as hell. You know, typical Cactus Jack graphic in it, along with the Cactus Jack head. Toe box is dope. Material is a little bit different. I like the fact that they have a bunch of different materials on the shoe, and there's a wide array of colors on the sneakers as well. We got purple, we got blues, we got orange, we got beige, we got yellows. Definitely really cool. And you guys can see a fat, and you see it's fur here. It's like the mesh lining, and then it's like midsole material, then it's like kind of somewhat synthetic leather. We got embroidered swooshes. I just think it's a pretty well made shoe at the moment, but definitely not one of my favorite. You got the men's pair right over here on the Nike Sneakers app. I'm on desktop right now, by the way. You can get on the Nike Sneakers app. I recommend buying it on there instead, rather than going on desktop, but depending how you like to do it. Then we also have the kids sizing, little kid sizing, Cactus Trails sneaker. Completely, not a completely different sneaker, but definitely looks a lot different. Looks like a lot less effort went into it. You can see they have no yellow midsole. But then again, kids, you know, can't really take advantage of a whole Travis Scott show at the end of the day anyways. And then you also do have the toddler sizes right here for $90. Cactus Jack little kids going for $130, and one men's pairs once again $170 US. Typical 270s, if I'm not mistaken, retail for like $130, $140, so not much of a huge markup on these. But also on your feed, you also have the Apparel Collection. This man featured all over every single establishment's Instagram page and social media platforms. Apparel Collection always tends to do really, really well. High retails is expected, though. That's usually what they always do. We have the utility hoodie right here retailing for $150. You guys can see the whole cargo pant pocket theme going on around these, very similar to the past Supreme North Face collaboration that just came out. You have the pocket tee retailing for $70, utility sweatpants retailing for $125. Sweatpants on my end personally, I think are nasty. They don't look good at all. They're an easy pass for me. T-shirt, you can't go wrong with the t-shirt here. I'll definitely try to get it along with the hoodie. The hoodie and the t-shirt, I think, are the best two apparel cops. The joggers, I mean, they're sweatpants. If they're actual cargo pants, I feel like they would have done a lot better. Fortunately, they're not. They're just sweatpants. So I think number one out of the apparel collection, go for the hoodie, then the tee, and then the pants. But overall, Travis Scott clothing tends to do well all the damn time. And now this is Travis Scott's actual website, shop.travisscott.com. You guys can see this is the men's pair right here in a full 360-degree angle. Kind of trippy because it looks like you're down low looking at the shoe and just spinning. Enter email for updates. What's going to happen here? The group was ready. The premium Discord group at Timeboy TV Plus. We was ready for this. Pastor page went up. We caught that the items loaded up on the back end. And we thought it was about it. I was hoping. I didn't think for sure it was going to drop. I was hoping it would drop because it's a week before the re-release. I was hoping for a shock drop. I even set up for a live cop just cause. You stupid. But better be prepared than sorry. And, you know, it didn't happen. So what I do expect to happen is a raffle. Lately, all Travis Scott releases on his actual website have been raffles every single time. The 6s actually were the last first come, first serve, quote-unquote, release. Raffles I hate because I feel like a lot less people win than... I just think first come, first serve is the best bet to go about. A shock drop would have been ideal in my books. I don't really like the raffle stuff, but I expect a raffle to go live possibly between Thursday and Friday night or Friday during the day. I always recommend entering email here for updates. But the real way to know is monitoring the site, and luckily in the premium group, once again, we do have monitors that do monitor the site, so in case anything does go live. But the main website right here that I would recommend going on right away, if you guys want to know more in depth, a little visual presentation of how to go about it, is cactustrailstradingco.com. Link will be in the description or pinned comment as well. This is basically what we found out early Friday morning. It was around 8 a.m. or so, or 9 a.m. We found this website. They have a bunch of cool stuff going around here. A lot of the stuff is some bullshit. It's like not true at all. Nothing like a house boulder. I don't think they're actually going to sell this boulder, but would have been fire if they did. We got the nice little lighter case. I think this is only F&F packaging. Only friends and family did receive on all these items in reality. But the main thing that will be released to the public is, once again, you can have a free backwards swoosh maker. You can download the kit right here. What else you have? You have the Desert Rug, which is false bullshit. And then you also have this Desert Escape kit. Unfortunately, we will not be seeing this actual kit release. It's more like F&F packaging right here. You got shoe sand in it. You got the actual sneakers. You got the worn socks in it as well. I think they really, really killed it. And I would have rather seen them release something like this, like maybe exclusive access on this special packaging. But, you know, time will tell on that. You also do have the GS, little kids and toddler sizing here as well. And woven socks and a hoop vacuum. Fire-ass ideas. If it was only $50 retail, would have been flying. But you can also go ahead and head to other select retailers to go about copping a men's pair. I know Ender right here does have the men's pair available, along with all the apparel as well. They're actually charging, you guessed it, way over retail on the men's pair. Surprisingly, though, yeah, actually, even though hoodie is $195, it's supposed to be $150. I gotta go ahead and cancel my entry for that, because that's basically resale. I could see market on the clothing going for just about $210 to $240. So at the end of the day, you're not making much, because $195 plus $12 shipping. So be weary of end clothing. Chances are you still might not even win, because it is a raffle, and you know, sometimes they really don't send enough of winning emails. But men's pair, I say automatic cop. They're definitely be going for over $225, so go ahead and enter that. You also got Bodega out here. They got all sizes available. Basically, I already entered it, so you guys can't see it, but you have to follow them on Twitter for an extra 2 entries. Sign up with your email, name, address, and size preferred, and they will email you, I think, a confirmation as well that you did enter successfully. And that's 5 points right there, and then that adds up to a 7 out of 7. Once again, you guys can see right here, they have That's a quick strike product, so once again, it means that only high-tier retailers will be accepting this pair. I mean, accepting this actually. Well, everyone would accept this shoe, but actually receiving it is a whole different story. That means only high-end retailers will be taking the shoe for a release. Raffle entry here. Almost every single store is doing a raffle entry, but by the way, you can see on the left, I forgot to show you on the roll call list, you have all the retailers. So Apparel via Sneakers, Alma Maniere. I think they're doing, what are they doing? If they link it to their actual Instagram, I don't think they did post about it. They're probably doing a raffle as well. Apparel is available online, and it looks like they have not really updated exactly. But typically, Alma Maniere does do a regular online release. I know Bait is raffle, Bodega raffle, Bows and Arrows is raffle. Concepts just ended the raffle. They did like a shock raffle for 30 minutes this morning on Monday. Dover Street Market will most likely be a first come first serve online release because there's no in-store release. Extra Butter backdoor wide open. Hirsch Flyers backdoor. Juice. I don't think they have, only Juice LA is doing, I think, a release. Kith will be online first come first serve. Likelihood raffle, Livestock raffle, Maxfield raffle, No Trade raffle, RSVP raffle. Basically all these raffles. Shoe Gallery, though, is actually the store I want to say. They're first come first serve, and they're our Shopify website, so expect bots to eat that one up. Sense will probably be a shock drop. SoFly is doing raffle. Ubique raffle. Undefeated will do a shock raffle as well. I think they might have already done it, if I'm not, but they will do a shock raffle. Actually, not yet. Expect them to do it, I think, within Tuesday, Wednesday. They'll probably do a shock raffle around then. Their raffle only lasts for 15 minutes, and they do it most likely in the afternoon between 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern. Exhibition is probably a Frenzy release. Wish ATL is also a raffle that I just entered. So basically, you have all those retailers and clothing. Bodega. Sneakers and stuff is also one of your best chances of actually getting a pair. They typically have the most stock out of all retailers. It typically goes SNS and Kith. They're probably the top three, I want to say, biggest stockists of this shoe because they're international companies. They have location. Well, SNS has locations in the US and EU and Japan at the end of the day. But yeah, it's definitely going to be tough. I mean, stock is looking to be pretty healthy. Definitely more than SBs. SBs are one of the most limited Nike releases that they do. But still, regardless, you know, I would definitely try to do everything you can. Enter all raffles. Do everything you potentially can to go back copping a pair. Because more the merrier at the end of the day. But resale value, you guys can see we have all three items up here on StockX. Right now, it looks like apparel clothing is not up just yet. It might be. Actually, let's look up this Cactus. Let's see if apparel is up right here. Cactus Trails. I don't think it is yet. Not just yet. But once again, the men's pair right over here. You guys can see it loaded up for $529. Originally delayed. It was supposed to be the beginning of May. They ended up pushing it back, probably because of Corona. But really, people paying $1,000 for this shoe. Wild. If only Sneakers Pass was up. If only this was dude. That's because if this wasn't Corona, we'd have Sneakers Pass. We'd have actually in-store raffle pickups. We'd have in-store raffles. But unfortunately, everything's online, botted raffles. And it's going to be, once again, I do everything you possibly can to go about getting a pair of raffles to the day. You got to enter all of them. Multiple people doesn't hurt either. Multiple different profiles. Once again, all sizes are pretty much over 1,000. There's not a single one besides a size 8 right here is under 1,000. Going by lowest ask. Sales right now are probably not too steady, just because they're already coming out. Let's see. Actually, they are somewhat steady. I mean, there's already been a few sales today, all over 1,000. Do not buy this shoe for anywhere near 1,000. I expect resale right now to drop down to probably around $450 to $600, just around that broad area. I don't expect it to be anything above $600. I would focus on bigger sizes too. Reason being, Air Maxes are typically a shoe that appeals to a lot of the OG sneakerheads. Air Max is a classic line of Nike sneakers, and therefore I do expect it to appeal to a lot of other older generation. But once again, you also have that mix. You know, Travis Scott fans are typically younger, millennials. Even younger than millennials. I don't even know, Gen Z. I don't even know how the whole generation thing works, but I expect all sizes to be a go. Focus on the rare half sizes and maybe an 8 and 8.5. And even a 7 in there as well, tossed up in there. But I expect prices once again to hold to $450 on men's. Just because look at Travis Scott 6s back in the day. I think that's a much better looking shoe, and that should drop down to $450, $500. It is what it is. And also, what I see market going. So market, once again, up to the Sneakers release will be pretty low. I expect market to be up until the Sneakers release on the 29th. Shoes will be probably selling around $750, $800. Sneakers L's will bring market up. Market might stay at around $800, $750. And then after, once online orders come, I expect prices to drop. Listen, you will see the whole drop in market beginning on Monday, going down to 450, 500, undercutting by 50, 100, 150, 200, $300, and it just goes all the way down. Sad to see, but it is what it is. Then you also have GOAT Resale right here. Right now, a little bit cheaper at the moment, it looks like. Not even really. Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same size. Once again, I guarantee you there's some sort of mishap happening between freaking GOAT and StockX. They have like interconnected asks and prices. Because listen, asks and prices are almost the same, just tad bit changed. But yeah, once again, all over $1,000 pretty much. So market is looking healthy on these at the moment, but once again, it will drop down. So that's about it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. You basically have all your chances of copping. Travis Scott and Nike are your best bet, but once again, you have to monitor Travis Scott really well. You have a bunch of StockX enter raffles, and then on the day of release, you have a few first come first serve selections. So yeah, that's about it for this release. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with probably Retail Resale Supreme estimations for the drop list. Then we'll talk about Air Jordan 13 Flints, which you already do have in hand. We'll talk about bricks or flips, and then we'll continue on the rest of the week with the live cop and finishing off with another special reviews. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys then.